Hello and welcome to Sony Online Entertainment
E3.
Day 1. E3, yeah.
E3. Who's excited?
I'm pretty pumped.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Day 1. It's
Yeah.
already going crazy. There's, like, you guys can't see, but there's a million people running back and forth.
Yes,
here.
a million. Clegg took the time to calculate how many people are actually around here, and there are literally a million people here.
Yep.
Yep. Anyways, I'm Margaret Crone. I'm your Community Relations Manager for PlanetSide 2. I'm also previously a game designer here at Sony Online Entertainment.
I am Adam Clegg. I'm a game designer on PlanetSide 2, and I can't wait to get ready to start this show.
Yeah, so what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be having Higby and Trammell on, and we're also going to have Hamma, who's from PSU.com. And if you guys don't know who he is and what that's all about, you're going to find out about that.
You'll find out later.
Yeah,
He's
later.
going to come on a little bit later.
And
we have the ProSieben guys coming on after
yeah,
that.
It's going to be pretty awesome.
They're going to kick us off, so we only got like a few minutes.
That's true. So you got like limited time with us, people. So basically, right now we're just gonna like tell you guys about what's been going on. So we have currently at the show we have DCUO, PlanetSide 2, and Dragon's Prophet here. There have been tons of people lining up, tons of people just like, we have normally, you know, interviews already scheduled, and then like, there's just people coming up going, hey, can we get some more interviews? So we're like trying to like jam pack more people.
No, people have been coming up to me and they're like, I have a press interview with you. I just want to play PlanetSide 2. Can I log into my account and play PlanetSide 2? Yeah. No, I don't need to answer any questions. It's okay. Just let me play. I'm like, okay, yeah, here you go. I heard there was a big announcement for PlanetSide 2.
Yeah,
for E3.
we might have had one of those.
Something about a console coming out.
Something like that. With lots of games on it. You might have heard about it from like our previous Sony conference yesterday.
PlanetSide 2 is coming to PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And it's going to be epic.
We're actually going to be playing a trailer from that. And if you guys haven't seen that before, it's pretty awesome. So I hope that you guys enjoy that. And I'm not sure if we're going to play that right now or...
well, we have other things to update too.
Yeah.
PlanetSide 2 has been on the PC. You know, we're updating it constantly, and we're looking forward to bringing it to PlayStation 4.
Yeah, and you know, like I get a lot of questions too because I'm doing a lot of community stuff, and people are always like, "Oh my God, but I'm a PC player." It's not going to affect you. It's like just more people get to play our game and have fun, and for us, I think that's awesome because we are the creators of it, and it's like more people get to play our game. So
I always love watching people play our game. It brings so much passion to me, and I just love it.
We've had a couple fans come up here too who have been like. You know, like they're spamming us on Twitter, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna come to your booth," and like they show up, and it's amazing.
I just had a fan give me beer. He makes his own beer, and he came up and said, "Here you go, have a beer." I was like, "Wow, that's pretty awesome." Hold on, let me put it in the back. I don't want to stand here with a beer in my hand. But yeah, tons of passionate
Clegg
fans
over there,
coming.
just like that's generic Clegged up stuff. Just sitting there drinking a beer at a
I may have opened it and drank it already.
Goodness.
Yeah, so we have tons of stuff to talk about. So let's do it.
Let's do it. We're going to play a trailer for you guys really quick, and we're going to have Hamma from PlanetSide Universe come up here.
Check out this sweet E3 trailer.
I'm ready to go when you are.
Roll them out.
All right, let's roll.
We are going to be moving out in 45 seconds. Let's get to the ground.
Platoon 2, head towards your platoon waypoint.
5 minutes until freedom fries reign over Clark's headquarters.
Yummy.
Nice job on that quick loadout. Move out to the squad waypoint.
Alrighty, platoon 2, grab some armor.
Reaver trying to attack our Sunday.
Command, this is Air. Enemy liberators dispatch.
It needs a shock and awe.
Oh, it's about to get a lot busier and up.
Moving out in 5.
Alright, roger that.
3, 2, 1. Move. Go, go, go.
Drop your shield and fire!
Hit Sungrian Station from the south side.
Roger that. Better positions. Keep moving into better positions.
Airstrike now, go, go, go.
Command, this is Shadow 3. We've taken Iraq's homes.
Airwing, this is command. I need you to clear spawns and Bastion.
Request airstrike at B73.
Platoon 2, I need you guys there now.
Copy that. Be advised, Command, your wife is a terrible driver, so we're kind of slow.
All sections, we have the numbers at the ascent. Just be very aggressive. Get in there. Toss grenades. Everything you got. This has been a pretty epic fight.
And welcome back, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. That trailer, for me
That
personally, is one of the most amazing trailers because I'm like, this shows off our game exactly about what it's about. It's like the massive combat of outfits. And I just want to give a huge thank you, and I know you guys are watching. I know you are. I want to give a big thank you to Azure Twilight, which was the Vanu outfit that you're seeing spotlighted there. Black Widow Company, which is the TR outfit, and I believe 66 Devil Dogs was the NC outfit. So I want to give you guys a huge thank you for helping us out with that because the trailer, that looked amazing.
As you saw in the beginning, those were really them talking on their voice chats. And that's how much organization goes into the game. I mean, they're really communicating with each other, and they are taking tanks and aircraft and infantry and attacking from all sides and counterattacking, and it's just really epic. So if you haven't checked the game out, PlanetSide2.com. After the show's over, download it, check it out, free to play. Coming to PlayStation 4 soon. Now we have this guy, Hamma.
Who are you?
Sterling.
Why are you here? No, I'm just
Nickname is
kidding.
Hamma. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, I'm Hamma. Run PlanetSide-Universe.com. Fan site for PlanetSide and PlanetSide 2. We've been around for 11 years, actually, a little bit later this year.
Yeah.
So
That's not too shabby.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
11 years. You were around from the original PlanetSide 1 through PlanetSide 2 Alpha, PlanetSide 2 Beta, PlanetSide 2 Launch, and now you're here up on stage.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I never would have expected when I started this whole thing 11 years ago that I'd be sitting on a stage.
You made it, buddy.
You made it.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny to me to see, like, you know, players actually here at our convention and like representing us, you know. And I think that's not funny, but I think it's awesome, you know,
Yeah,
for me.
definitely.
very
So
cool.
what are the kind of things you do on PlanetSide Universe on a
So-
day-to-day basis with your website?
Me on a day-to-day basis?
He's like, I troll
Lots
the
of-
forums.
Yeah, yeah, I troll a lot, you know. But we have forums, we have a wiki, we have a lot of different things going on. We bring in a lot of stuff from the API.
You have full stats on your screen on your website
absolutely,
that
yeah.
pull
They
straight
even
from
have a
PlanetSide 2
chat.
stats.
You can like hang out and chat in their IRC.
It's
Pretty
definitely one
awesome.
of the best community websites you can have for a game, and I'm glad that we have him doing PlanetSide 2 and PlanetSide 1 for the PlanetSide 1 fans that are still out there.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's not only just the community. We have lots of developers who post on your guys. You guys even have a Twitter feed with just our posts. Every
We
time
do.
I make a post, it's like I get a ping and I'm like, uh-oh, what happened? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just me.
It's just me posting.
It's just
yeah.
me posting things.
Yeah, we call it it's basically stalker. You know, it's our stalker Twitter account.
Yeah, you guys
Everything
stalk
You
us.
should
do.
rename it to like PlanetSide 2 Stalker.
PSU.com stock.
I try to like make a funny quip or a witty comment, and I'm like, uh-oh, I forgot. It just got retweeted out to everyone who reads this. So
I forgot thousands of people just read this. Whoops. Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely. So
So I actually want to, you know, this is kind of like the first time we're talking about this, but Hamma is going to be joining us for Friday Night Ops, and if you guys
What?
don't know, he's going to be my co-host. So if you guys don't know, I've been
What?
kind
Did you know
of
that? No.
missing a co-host. And last episode, if you watched, I was all alone, and it was kind of lonely, and I was kind of sad, and I was like forever alone.
oh, you
And
need
then,
you
and
need
then they were
someone
like,
in there.
"Oh, we're gonna bring you someone." So Hamma is going to be my co-host. It's gonna be
I am.
awesome. If you guys don't watch it already, it's twitch.tv/PlanetSide2, and we basically hang out with the community from 5 to 7 p.m. PST, and it's pretty awesome every Friday.
Hamma has an awesome setup at his house. If you haven't seen it, he actually does his own podcast for PlanetSide with this nice setup with him and his wife, and they do multi-streaming and switch cameras and everything. So you're perfect to be the co-host.
Yeah, maybe you can
for
like
Friday
do a
Night
little
Ops.
talking about that. Basically, you do like AGN, which is the Raxus Global Network,
Yep.
and what all happens on that? Because not only does he run a website, he also runs this social media campaign with a bunch of like videos on YouTube.
For
Yeah.
free, just for the fans. He does it
Yeah.
all for the fans.
Yeah, do you make
Yeah.
any money off that? No, I'm just kidding.
Not really. Yeah, but I mean, so that's one of the things we do. We do the YouTube thing. We have a lot going on. We try to bring the community together and have really, you know, discussions about the game and the things that are going on currently. We just had one on Sunday.
Yeah, I saw that. You just had a squad, call it Squad Beacon,
Squad
right?
Beacon, yeah.
They just had a Squad Beacon
Yep.
where they have players from the community. They actually pulled in YouTubers that and streamers that stream PlanetSide 2 and
Yep.
upload YouTube videos to the AGN Squad Beacon. So
Yep.
tell us a little about Squad Beacon. How long has it been going on?
Sure.
What do you guys talk about?
So Squad Beacon has been around. It was called something else before, but we've essentially been doing it since.
Well, it was called AGN
yeah.
before.
Well, it was called AGN, but we called it Community Night, is what
Oh,
we
that's
called
right.
it before.
That's a good name.
That's true.
And so basically, we talked about the game from since the very first announcement of PlanetSide 2. We did one pretty much every month
Yep.
for a while, and we just have guests on from the community, and we talk out all the kind of major topics that are going on in the moment.
And
That's kind of
sometimes
our
you guys
big
have
show.
developers on. I mean, Higby's
Yep,
been on a couple.
absolutely.
Like Clegg and I have
I've been on
a-
Squad Beacon.
Yep.
Actually, when
I
you guys
feel
were doing
famous.
when you guys were
No.
doing the Squad Beacons before in alpha and in beta, all of the developers were watching them, going, "Okay, what do these guys think about our game? Oh,
Yep.
that's a really good idea. Oh, yeah, I told you they were going to say that, or this, that, and the other." So
Yeah.
it's a good service. It's good for the fans. It's good for the developers
Agreed.
to get that kind of feedback from the
Yeah,
players.
it's interesting because you guys can have candid conversations about it, and you're really great about it because you guys basically have some topics that you talk about, and these guys know pretty much what you're going to be talking about before the episode happens, so they can kind of have already some formulated responses, some ideas that they have, and you guys just are so passionate. You know, for us as game developers, we're constantly trying to improve our game, and I think that if you have followed the PlanetSide 2 development team, we are so much about community because basically, if you think about it this way, you guys are the people who are playing our games, and not only us, but we're part of that too, yeah. And so for us, we're part of the community, so it's been always interesting for us to be able to hear your guys' feedback, and a lot of times it's similar to what we already want.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we're already wanting those things, and just to hear it from the community and hear that they also want those things, it just makes it feel much better because you're like, okay,
And since
we're going in the right direction.
And since he's such a community man, we should just make him the co-host of Friday Night Ops.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
So what
Yeah,
do
you
you
should do that.
So what are you planning? What do you want to bring to Friday Night Ops?
Well, I'm looking forward to kind of bringing more of the PlanetSide universe community into it. I'm not really sure that they're all regular viewers of it, so I'm
Yeah.
really hoping to start bringing a lot more of those guys in. And I'm just looking forward to taking part in meeting a lot of the outfits you guys have on and expanding the show a little bit and seeing what we can do with it.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Looking forward to it.
And
I'm looking forward to it, too.
And if you have been watching lately, I've been kind of changing some stuff up, and I've been working towards doing some things like that. But basically, we do hang out with an outfit every episode, and it's always really interesting because you get to see how all these different outfits work, and they all work differently. I've had now 35 outfits on.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think actually more than that because I think a couple I can't even talk right now. A couple episodes I had more than one outfit on.
Wow.
So it's like
And every outfit that you interview, they're all new outfits that are trying to recruit new players and get people to play with them and join the game. I don't think there's a bad outfit that you can join on PlanetSide 2 that's been on Friday Night Ops. Because
Yeah.
every single one of them are so
but
friendly.
they all offer you something different.
They do.
I mean, you run an outfit as well, right?
I don't
Let's hear a little bit about
officially
that.
run it, but I actually run the team, but I have another guy that actually runs our PlanetSide 2 outfit. And surprisingly enough, a fan site makes it so I can't actually run the PlanetSide 2 outfit. But yeah, we're the Dragon Wolves. We've been around for
That's such an RPG-like name.
14 years or something, 15 years. I don't even remember the exact amount. It's a long time.
What'd you guys start playing, like Donkey Kong?
Wolfenstein. I don't
Actually,
know. Yeah.
old school game called Air Warrior, which was like really, looking back on it, it kind of looks bad now because it was really old. But basically, you would get in World War II aircraft and
So you guys
fight
have
with that
been
stuff.
together for a very long time.
Yeah,
basically.
Tribes was actually our biggest game, I would say. Tribes
Wow.
and Tribes 2, we
That's
were
where you guys
very big into.
molded together. And
Yeah.
now you're playing PlanetSide 2.
Yep,
And
that's
you're having a
where
blast.
we built our teamwork there in Tribes and kind of moved it into PlanetSide 2. And a lot
And
of
I've had them on actually a previous Friday Night Ops
Yep.
as well. Like you guys were one of
Yep.
my first outfits.
I think we were the first.
the first
Yeah.
TR outfit, I believe.
I remember you asking, and I didn't know what it was about because Friday Night Ops didn't exist yet. And I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to cut to some gameplay here, and we can ask Hamma some questions about what he thinks about PlanetSide 2 and the future of it, and what he's excited about here. So let's see if
Yeah.
we can cut to one of the gameplays. Let's see.
I've been
Try one of that
playing a bunch
Vanu
of them.
ones. It should
I
be.
believe I have the Vanu. There you
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
So actually what you're seeing right here is this guy is an infiltrator. And there's a squad beacon there.
So-
He's not doing so well so far. Does he know he's on camera?
No,
Probably not.
Probably not.
Now he knows.
So I have to ask you, Hamma, what are you excited about for the future of PlanetSide 2?
I've been really excited about a lot of the different things on the roadmap. In particular, I'm really looking forward to Hassan. I'm looking forward to what you guys do with that. I would say that's probably myself and a lot of the folks
I
in the
think,
community
yeah.
are looking forward to that.
Every
most.
time, because I do content sessions on Friday Night Ops, and I don't do them every episode because I have to work with development,
Yeah,
and I have to work with PR, so I can't just give away everything. But whenever I do get a chance, of course I will, and that's already in the plans. But every episode, I get people wanting to see more Hassan, and unfortunately, I can't show you
Yeah.
until we're ready. But
If you
we
guys
will
don't
be
know,
showing some new maps for MLG, which will be interesting.
Yeah, awesome.
If you guys
So-
don't know Hassan, what he's talking about is our 4th continent. It's going to come down the road. It's on the roadmap right now, and we'll talk more about that later. But what about E3? This is your first E3. You overwhelmed?
Yes, I am.
Hey, come to E3. You're going to be a co-host. Get
Yeah.
on stage. Talk
Here,
about
climb
PlanetSide.
up on
Go.
the stage with us. Yeah. I've never been here before. It's a pretty overwhelming experience. I mean,
There's a lot of
just,
people.
There's
Well,
a
you're
lot of
handling
people.
it nicely.
You know what's
There's a
funny
lot
is
of
like
stuff
earlier he
happening.
was talking to me and he's like, because we brought him for MLG and he's gonna be going. You're going
Yep.
to MLG Anaheim with us
I will be
again.
there, yep.
So if you're gonna be at MLG Anaheim, you got to come say hi to us
Absolutely.
because it's gonna be a lot of fun. But it's like it's a different atmosphere.
It is.
Here it's
Yeah.
so loud. And he was like, I understand why you were saying we're gonna lose our voice. I'm like, yeah.
This is like all about the games. It's all about the business. It's
Yeah.
all about the industry.
Yep.
I love E3. I love being here. It's so awesome. Just as a fanboy of gaming my whole life, I always
Yeah.
wanted to go to E3. I couldn't because you had to be 18 back then. And I mean, I'm actually excited to see all this stuff after watching all these press
Yeah.
conferences. It's actually really awesome. So
Yeah. It's really neat. I mean, there is just so much happening here. Just walking around here, there's a car over there. just
Yeah, I don't
sitting
know
out
if they
there.
can switch to the camera to show you guys, but there are a lot of people walking around right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. Basically, the place is packed, and it's day one, and it's only going to get more packed. So
Yeah.
Yep.
MLG, I
Yep.
heard you talk about MLG Anaheim.
we're gonna be
You're
going to Anaheim.
You're going there?
I'm going there.
I'm going there.
Yeah.
My first
what's
MLG.
up? And of course,
Awesome.
Hama.
I will be there.
We're going to
I
be
will
there. We're going to be casting. We're going to be doing a lot of live streaming there as well, like just as we've been doing here.
Yeah.
We're going
More
to
of
be
this
doing
cool stuff, talking about
Yep.
gameplay. In MLG, I'm sure there's probably going to be some MLG players playing PlanetSide 2.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm sure the skill level is going to go up quite a bit.
It's always it's interesting to see all the people playing there because some of them are not because a lot of them are console players and they come in, which will be nice with the PS4, so they'll be able to integrate with that quite well. But I think that it's always interesting because people don't really know about PlanetSide 2, and when they learn about it, they're like, "This is awesome!"
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
from our PlayStation 4 announcement, after like the day of the announcement, that night, I was playing our game and saw tons of new players just from the announcement that's coming to PlayStation 4. So I can only imagine that it's getting more and more popular every day, and when it does come out on PlayStation 4, I think it's just going to explode.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think, with the integration that we're going to be doing with esports, which you're going to hear a lot about with Trammell and Higby, they're going to be talking about that quite a bit.
They come on after us.
Yep, they're coming on after us shortly here, I
Shortly,
believe. And I'm actually going to do some observer cam here if I can.
Awesome.
Let's see. We'll switch over to...
One of the neatest.
She has the master controls
I
over
have
here.
the master
Yeah.
controls, but I
It's like
She
think
has a
control
lot of
panel.
power over here. She can switch between all these different things.
we got to get some more people over there.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive. It's a very nice setup here. I want it at home. I'm sure it's not expensive.
Oh, it can't
No,
be too expensive.
not
a few
expensive
bucks.
at all.
Yeah, $5, $10.
Why don't they have like free-to-play setups?
Yeah.
Come on. So, at
Fair enough.
MLG Anaheim, it's my first one. I can't wait to go. I think we're going to show off some. What are we showing off at MLG Anaheim?
We
One
are
of the
going to
new
be, yeah,
esports
we're going to
maps?
be showing off one of our new esports map. You guys are going to be able to see it. I don't know if we're going to live stream it or what's going to happen because I haven't been briefed on that, but you're going to find out next. And it's going to be pretty cool. Like, I'm excited to show you guys because that's what you guys are all waiting for. We're going to be working on some new observer cam stuff as well, so it'll be kind of interesting to see what comes out of that. If you're a Friday Night Ops fan, you're going to love that aspect of it. And I think that, for me, I think MLG bringing in competitive players into PlanetSide 2 really shows off PlanetSide 2 because when you have, it's all about PvP.
Definitely.
You can't get any more competitive than that.
So, I think we're going to touch up on that a little more later. As Maggie gets into observer cam
Yeah, I was
here,
trying to get an observer cam here. I'll try to get back in there.
what excites you about E3 being here right now?
I don't know, man. Just the whole spectacle of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty
like
amazing.
The whole thing, I'm still absorbing it. Maybe by tomorrow I'll be done absorbing.
We have a pretty
what's
epic
around
stage
me.
set up here, running around. So,
Yeah.
if you guys don't know, for all the new players, PlanetSide 2 is a free-to-play MMO FPS. It's a persistent world with 3 continents, all raging war with infantry, air combat, ground combat. As you see here on the camera, we have an infiltrator stealthing around. The infiltrators, we have 6 classes. The infiltrators can stealth and kind of get in really close, or they can stay far behind and snipe, which is what I think this guy's doing here. What classes do you like to play when you're playing? You're a dirty TR, aren't you?
And you do want to say that
I
you
do
can
play
change
TR, yes.
any.
Yes.
You can change your class at any moment.
Yes.
I mean, not at
definitely.
any moment, but basically, if you go to an equipment terminal, you can change your class.
So we have 3 empires:
Yep.
the New Conglomerate, the Vanu Sovereignty, and the Terran Republic. And there's a lot of pride going in between those 3 empires. Basically, once you pick one, you are very attached to it. As you can see here, I got my NC shirt rocking. That's why I don't like him over here, because he's a Terran Republic.
Oh wow,
and
they
she's
actually
a Vanu.
have. Yeah, we actually have one of each. That's
Yeah.
funny.
So there's
Worked out.
So we
They were
actually all hate
prepared.
each other because we all kill each other in the game.
Oh yeah, as soon as we step off the stage, all
Okay,
bets are
Clegg
off.
thinks
So
that he
what-
kills us. I have never seen. You know, Clegg logs on, and when he sees me online, he sends me a tell, and he's like, "I'm coming to get you," and he
trust her.
never kills me
Don't
ever.
trust her.
Never
That's
kill
some
me.
dirty Vanu propaganda. So what are you doing on the screen here? Looks like you're flying around in some special cool observer mode here.
Yeah, I'm actually using our dev cam here. I'm gonna look for. It looks like B is getting taken over here, so I'm gonna go over here. Basically, depending on where you're at, obviously here we have 3 locations that you can take over that are capture points. Looks like the Vanu are doing quite well.
Yeah, whatever.
They're defending their base here.
So
well, it's an outpost.
you can
but-
see this area that she's in, Regent Rock Garrison. This is probably the size of your average
can
modern
zoom out.
shooter map. And this is a persistent world where we have like 30 of these all on one
Yeah.
continent. So
So
the
it's
game
pretty
is
huge. And I can kind of show you guys too on the map here. So like, for instance, you know, this would be one map that you would see in a normal
Shooter, yeah, modern shooter.
yeah. And then when you zoom out, it's like, all right, how
big map.
many do we have?
It's a
and
continent.
Then it's also the territory in between, which, you know, can supply some pretty intense battles, especially with tanks and aircraft. It just depends on what's going on at the moment.
Definitely. So it looks like the Vanu are fighting the TR here.
Yeah, they're
couldn't tell when you went to the
defending their
map.
base, and it looks
Wasn't
like we got some TR soldiers over here that are set up. They're kind of just holding back and like pushing slowly in. You know, that's the thing too. You just have to kind of surround the base until you can get yourself in there. And what I'm wondering is, what do they have around here?
Yeah, so
Looks like the TR also owned this territory to the left here.
So definitely, as you can see, the territory that's being controlled, you can kind of get where the enemy is coming in from. So if you're a defender, you can kind of see where they're coming. And if you're an attacker, you can see where you're going. It looks like they have a ton of Sunderers parked up there. It's a mobile spawn point. So that Sunderer pulls in, has 12 man that can fit in it. Only one guy can drive it.
Oh, and they're defended. Look at that. They have 2 tanks here.
And he kind of deployed it out, and now
I'm
it's a mobile
surprised that
spawn
they
point.
left their tank like this, because I'm just going to, you know, say from like, let's say if we're up here, I could easily rocket launcher that thing. Just letting you know.
I was about to say that's a good spot, and then you went to another angle, and it's like right with the view of the tower.
I would have put it like maybe here,
that would be a
behind
good
that.
spot.
You know?
Maggie's showing off her skills. She's going to be MLG
I'm just
later.
like, I don't know what they're thinking
MLG
here.
Anaheim,
Come
she'll
on,
be pro.
TR, if you're watching,
Pro Sunder driver.
come on, be a little bit more tactical. Use the terrain, man.
I got to admit, watching the game from this particular perspective it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty nice. Yeah, this is an observer cam that we use as
And this is just one battle on our map.
Yeah.
I mean, you have this battle going on in this one area, but there's like a battle going on up here, there's a battle going on here, there's a battle going here,
switch
and going
maps.
here.
There's another battle going on a different
Oh yeah,
map.
I can switch to the other map too. I don't know if it'll show the pings there, but
There's basically battles happening across 3 continents.
Right here. There's something going on. There's a couple things going on down here.
Completely persistent world.
Currently, we have 3 maps, but we're like we were talking about. We're going to be adding Hossing shortly. It looks like the Vanu are actually pushing out here.
Oh, there's a Vanu. Shoot him.
They know where the spawn.
Shoot all the Vanu.
The AMS is, so they went and killed it. Oh, they did
they
actually
get
have
it?
another one
Wow.
over here, and they just destroyed it.
Not
yeah.
anymore.
This is definitely a big fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on here the other night, and there was the exact same fight happening right in this spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe the same fight.
Could be.
It could be. It's possible.
It's possible. Well, I mean, if you really hardcore defend and you really, really want to put some pressure on a base, you're going to be able to do some intense stuff, you know? Let's see. We'll see what
Definitely.
these guys are shooting at down here. Oh, it looks like they're shooting over here.
So
That guy's going to get away. Medic powers.
So she is in an observer cam where she can pull way out or get way zoom right in. But it is first-person shooter, so all of these players are real players that are playing right now on a live server and they're all in their first-person mode.
So if
and-
you're on here, say hi to your mom. Be like, I'm famous.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Look
Look at that guy
what is
sneaking
going
up.
on?
He's sneaking up on that
He
Terran.
doesn't even know.
There he
Oh,
goes. He got
man.
him.
Nice.
He could have knifed him.
Definitely.
He didn't even know. They were standing right next to each other.
Oh,
I love
he
it.
got him back.
Oh, no.
So if the new conglomerate wanted, they can come in and attack these guys right now, I think. And you could get a
Good.
3-way
Takes him
Empire
down.
fight going on right now.
Oh, not good for the Terran.
So if you're a fan of PlanetSide 2 and you're a fan of first-person shooters, just in general, this game is free to play, and we're going to be at MLG Anaheim in a couple weeks.
I think it's
When
2
is
weeks.
it? June?
Something like
Like
that.
at the end of June, I think?
Yeah,
End
it's
of
the
June,
last
yeah.
week, I believe, of this month.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to go, and I can't wait till you guys see
Have
our
you been
reveal
to
of our new
MLG
maps.
before yet?
This, I said, is my first
Oh,
MLG.
it'll be your first, yeah. So
First
this is going
ever.
to be...
I might just brush off the old Counter-Strike skills, compete, win it, maybe.
What is
then I'll
this
just
guy
go.
doing?
I would
He's
play
just
in the PlanetSide
crouching
2
in the
one,
middle
but
of
they
the
don't let me.
room. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh, and the TR are multiplying. Look at your homies, Hammer. They're trying. They're really trying.
They're trying their hardest. Maybe they need to get your outfit on there and hop in and.
Yeah,
Indeed.
can you like tweet out
Yeah.
like the bat signal and be
Yeah.
like, hey,
Use
guys.
the app. We have the PlanetSide 2 app
Oh
that you
yeah,
can talk to your outfit.
we should talk
name.
about that a little bit. So if you guys don't know, we have a PlanetSide 2 application, and basically it's free. You can download it. Just go to your app store, and you can also go to the Amazon store as well, and just search for PlanetSide 2. It'll show up. It's
Shows real-time
it
maps.
shows you real-time maps.
Shows all your weapon stats, character
You can
stats.
talk to your outfit through it.
Yeah, you can use
Vo-
our in-game
voice
voice
chat.
over IP to
In-game.
chat to your outfit from your phone. So you can be like
Yeah.
on the bus or be
Or
like, I'm
on
coming.
on your porcelain
I'm coming
throne.
right now. You guys need to attack this point. I'm going to be home in 15 minutes.
On the bus. Nice.
Yeah.
Could do
Because
that.
people,
That
Plex takes the bus to work.
Yeah. I don't have a car. I had to sell it.
He's like, he pretends it's a Sunderer. He's like, I'm rolling in my Sunderer right now.
He's a fan of mass transit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who isn't?
Exactly. So it looks like the fight migrated over to the next area, which is NS Research Labs. And it seems like the Vanu have them pretty pinned down here.
Oh yeah.
And
This
you can
is
see,
not
look at
gonna
all
go
the,
so well
you
for
can
the
see all the
TR.
tracer fire going left and right. I mean, there's
Yeah.
probably like 40 or so people in this area, which is actually really small for a PlanetSide 2 encounter.
Yeah, you can have thousands of people on a single map, which you don't really get to experience in any other game.
Definitely.
And
This
It's
experience
amazing.
for console players on PlayStation 4 is going to be so amazing. Like, there is nothing that comes even close. Not even on the PC, but nothing comes even close to this on console. So,
yeah,
it's
once we
gonna be
bring this
amazing.
to console, I mean, this is the shooter game. If you want to play and you want to feel what actual war is like,
basically.
it's
Pretty
pretty much
There's so much-
non-stop battle.
Yeah, there's so much depth, there's so much strategy. It's not just logging in and playing just a map that's meaningless. I mean, you're really affecting the battle, and you're affecting your empire with every single piece of territory that you take.
And you're really making your own experience too, because you can play with a big outfit if
Yeah.
you want, or
And-
you can just play solo.
Exactly, and every experience that you play is different. I've probably fought where she's going right now. I've probably fought there thousands of
Uh-oh.
times. Every time I go there, it's a different fight.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over here and see what's going on because there's
Jump
so
in
many
and
different
observe.
battles going
Yeah.
on right
Whoops.
now. We can actually show. There's actually a NC soldier over here flying. Oh, he's looking at the map, but
Oh,
I wonder how well he's gonna do.
let's see. He's going to
How
mark
well
his
he's gonna
location.
fare. Yeah.
So, like I said, it's full air vehicle combat, ground vehicle combat, infantry combat, and free to play.
One of my favorite things to do at that last fight we were watching is to be an infiltrator and kind of come around the side, get behind people with the
Kind of
SMG.
go invis, stealth, kind of invade them.
You can really sneak up
Whoa.
on people with that.
My
for
seat
sure.
was shaking while he was shooting.
Yeah, I'd like the sound system at home if I could.
Wow, yeah,
That'd be
this is a great sound system here.
My whole house is shaking when I start shooting stuff. That'd be awesome.
Gotta get that base.
Yeah.
So that's Esamir, which is our ice continent that you saw him on, who's looking at the map. Before we were on Indar, which is our desert continent.
You can actually see the battle here from the first-person view over here.
There we go.
This is the battle that we were observer camming earlier.
So this is what the player sees. This is their first-person camera. And as you can see, he's trying to sneak around and look at where the Terrans are spawning from. And they're basically just trying to suppress them to resecure the area so they can take over that piece of territory. And he died.
There's a lot of people shooting out of that spawn room right now. Just
He died to Stalker of Aaron 1.
wonder if
you're famous.
he's gotten Aaron yet.
Yeah.
Stalking him, right?
So, looks like, as you can see, those big machine guys that are coming around, like mechs almost, those are our max class, and they're like these huge dual-wielding infantry classes that are basically infantrymen in these big mech suits.
What you're seeing here is this guy's flying a Liberator. It's, you know, it's a vehicle. Yeah, it's a three-man vehicle. You have like a bomber kind of guy in the bottom. You have your driver who has a main gun in the front, and then you also have a tail gunner. You can kind of switch these up. There's something that we haven't really talked about much yet is the customization that we have available to you. Not only can you customize all of your vehicles, you can customize all of your characters. You can customize each weapon separately as well.
Definitely. Every single piece of weaponry that you have has its own customization line. And every single class that you have has its own customization.
Maxes are always fun to watch.
I've seen some pretty amazing Liberator pilots too flying around, just flipping
there
upside
we go.
down.
So here's the Max that I was talking about earlier with his dual-wielding guns. He's got the anti-infantry on the left and the anti-vehicle on the right. And he can take a lot of hits. He's got 2 full shield bars before he dies.
Yeah, and then here we also, like we were talking about before, you guys got to see some aircrafts. We also have ground vehicles as well. And this is one of our, one-man tanks. So it's quite a small tank, but
the Lightning.
It's powerful.
Definitely.
Like I don't know. This guy can do some major damage, but he's doing a good job backing out though. Like the problem here is that the Vannu just own this territory, so it's going to be hard for him to do much.
These players are doing good. These are the 6 computers that we have right here.
Yeah, these are people live playing right now.
These are people playing live from E3.
Oh, no.
I have a feeling some of them came here and they already are pros at PlanetSide.
He lived.
Oh, look at that.
He knew.
Follow him. Go in there.
Oh, he took him down, yeah.
Oh, then he gets shot in the back.
Yeah, he's crouching.
He's alive.
What skills? MLG right there.
MLG Pro right here.
Taken down by, what's this guy's name? I can't even see his name.
I don't know. I think he just pistoled him in the face.
Oh, but he would have been dead. It's just too many guys. But that was kind of cool to see that.
Definitely.
Bringing your homies is definitely important. He was kind of Lone Rangering it.
Yeah, he's like, uh-oh. There's going to be a lot of people coming in soon.
You just have like a sweet setup over here, switching between all these different cameras.
It's a magical moment right now. I'm like trying to find all the things.
I don't think she's gonna get out of that chair.
Yeah, probably not. There's a lot of controls there.
This thing is amazing, just so you know. Like I can show you some DCUO if you want to see some of that. Like, what do you guys want?
We can see everything on
here. I feel like I'm delivering. Hopefully.
I think you're even tapped into like games that they just announced that nobody can see yet.
Yep, pretty much, yeah.
Secret
just
cable
so you know, like EQ Next is on this screen and you don't even know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm such a tease.
Shots fired.
That's terrible. But yeah, actually we do have some EQ Next stuff going on right now. We have a booth, and I'm kind of interested to see what comes out of this confessional booth over here.
Yeah.
It's called #MyEQStory, and basically we're having people come in, talk about their EQ story, and tell us what they've experienced, and we're gonna compile that all together. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool. If you're coming to E3, come check out the booth. Come say hi. We're going to be here
and use
all
our
3 days.
hashtags because all of the monitors that are around our booth right now are spamming your guys' tweets. So if you tweet at us, PS2, PlanetSide 2,
yep.
Oh my
gosh, PS2,
E3,
PS2 on PS4.
All the tweets. Just hashtag all the things and we'll be good.
We have Tramel behind the scenes working the camera.
Oh yeah,
Tramel
is actually working the camera at the moment.
You're turning the wrong camera, Tramel. The camera's right there.
He's like turning the wrong one. I love it.
He's trying to turn a camera off frame.
He looks so professional.
I know he does. It's pretty good.
No, and then Andre is teaching him.
Yep, he's our AV professional. Yeah. He's zooming in on my face. I can see the lens going.
You might know Andre. He's pretty famous. #FireAndre2013.
I think we're bringing up.
Yes, he is famous.
I think we're bringing up Tramel and Matt Higby here pretty soon. So I think we should probably just touch on some MLG stuff.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier. MLG Anaheim showing off new maps.
Yep.
For
our new battle islands.
Yeah,
that's gonna be cool.
Where players are going to fight it out.
It's a 48 versus 48, so if you haven't seen it before, it's pretty cool. We have there's going to be multiple bases on there. It's got some interesting, you know, you guys are going to see it and you're going to be like, all right, this is. I bet you there's going to be people already like forming maps and trying to formulate like what their strategies are. I'm just waiting for it to happen. I know it's going to.
Yeah. So I think what we have here is we have a MLG video to show.
We do.
So
if you guys haven't checked it out, this is what it's kind of like to be at MLG. I mean, this is what it's going to be like to be at MLG if you haven't been it before. But this year, this one that's coming up is going to be even better. We're going to have some more spotlights. Last time we had about like a half-hour like segment also, and then we had some live streaming going on the side. But yeah, we'll play that right now. And
Emma, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You made it. You're done. You're fine.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
So
Oh,
let's
the
check
mic's
out.
right.
Take your headset and just throw it on
Throw
the
it down.
ground. Yeah.
All right, let's check out this
All right.
MLG video.
It's a game where you've got to not be afraid of dying because you are just one soldier out of thousands. But I still remember getting into my first drop pod and falling into the middle of this massive battle.
Yeah.
I lasted about 20 seconds, then got run over by a tank, and that was my first PlanetSide 1 experience.
Get him, guys, get him. It's one of you guys.
We're building in a series of ladders, and working with MLG, we're going to be setting up brackets, and we're going to be setting up not only weekly tournament games, but also large tournament games punctuated by these MLG championship events. They'll be able to form their platoon, bring their platoon, and compete against the best of the best throughout the rest of the world.